Welcome, everyone. I would like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for being here today. The time we're about to spend together is very special. What I'm going to share today is not just a typical sales pitch on how to sell supplements or vitamins. Today is about drawing a clear map that can protect both your health and your financial freedom simultaneously. Let's begin this extraordinary journey that will redefine your future. First, let's talk about who Usana is as a company. The name Usana is a combination of the Greek word eu, meaning true, and the Latin word sana, meaning health. Put together, it means true health. This single name encapsulates the entire philosophy of the company. Usana was founded by Dr. Myron Wentz, a scientist with a PhD in microbiology and immunology. His starting point was a noble vision. I dream of a world free from pain and suffering. I dream of a world free from disease. This sentence is the very reason Usana exists. Usana is not just a company that sells products. We are health partners sharing this noble vision. As Dr. Wentz's philosophy suggests, at the center of everything we do is the health and happiness of people. Joining Usana means going beyond business. It means joining a meaningful mission. Usana is a global leader that has already proven its credibility in the world market. Let's look at a few numbers. First, Usana is a global health company currently operating in over 24 markets worldwide. This means it is not just a local success, but a platform recognized globally. Second, Usana is a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, under the ticker symbol USNA. This carries a significance far beyond just numbers, which I will explain in more detail shortly. Third, more than 6,400 professional and elite athletes worldwide trust and consume Usana products. The fact that athletes, whose bodies are their livelihood, choose Usana speaks volumes about our quality. Finally, Usana maintains a nearly debt-free financial status. This rock-solid financial structure proves our long-term stability. The tool you have chosen is one of the most powerful and secure platforms in the world. I mentioned Usana's listing on the NYSE earlier. Let me explain why this is so critical. The NYSE and Nasdaq are the world's two largest stock exchanges. To use a simple analogy, the NYSE is like a prestige heritage club, while the Nasdaq is like a high-tech elite hub. The NYSE, with over 200 years of history, is home to blue-chip giants in manufacturing, finance, and energy. It is a market trusted by investors who value long-term, proven profitability and stability. Unlike the Nasdaq, where companies can sometimes list based on future potential even without current profits, the NYSE requires a company to meet rigorous financial standards and maintain actual performance to stay listed. Seeing Usana listed on the NYSE alongside global icons like Coca-Cola, Walmart, and Nike, while maintaining nearly zero debt, is the ultimate proof of Usana's stability and integrity. So why choose Usana among so many other business opportunities? Traditional businesses carry three major risks: high fixed costs like monthly rent, the burden of labor costs and insurance, and inventory risk where unsold goods turn into immediate losses. Many dream of starting a business but give up because of these three walls. The Usana business is different. There is no risk because you can start simply by switching your supplement brand with no initial capital investment. With our direct shipping system from the corporate office, you have zero inventory worries. Most importantly, the network you build becomes a legacy asset that can be inherited by your children. This is why Usana is the smartest business choice. We live in an era where artificial intelligence is replacing countless jobs. Many feel anxious about their professional future. However, no matter how advanced AI becomes, there are two things it can never truly replicate. The first is authentic trust. Genuine trust is built only through human connection. In a high-tech age, the high touch, the warmth of human contact actually gains premium value. The second is personalized health coaching. AI cannot fully understand a person's unique lifestyle, emotions, and health status to provide a growing, tailored solution. You are now on the path to becoming a wellness specialist, one of the most promising professions in the AI era. Let's move to scientific evidence and comparison. Can I really trust these products? Here are three clear reasons. First, pharmaceutical grade manufacturing. Usana produces its products in its own state-of-the-art GMP facility that meets pharmaceutical standards, not just food standards. We don't outsource. We take responsibility from raw material selection to the finished product. Second, 100% potency guarantee. In addition to being an FDA-registered facility, Usana guarantees that 100% of the ingredients listed on the label are actually in the bottle. This sounds simple, but very few companies in the industry actually guarantee this. Third, third-party validation. We are verified by independent organizations like NSF and Informed Choice. We don't just say we are good, we prove it through rigorous external standards. Many ask about the difference between Usana and popular retail brands. It comes down to two things. First, bioavailability. No matter how good the ingredients are, they are useless if your body cannot absorb them. Usana uses forms and ratios of nutrients designed to be actually absorbed and utilized by your cells. Second, purity and safety. Low-cost raw materials can act as toxins in the body. Usana uses only tested, safe ingredients to minimize side effects. The objective proof lies in the comparative guide to nutritional supplements by NutriSearch, which evaluates over 1,600 companies. Usana has consistently ranked at the top for over a decade. The key question is not how cheap can I buy it, but can my cells actually absorb and safely use it? Even if a label simply says calcium or vitamin C, there is a world of difference in its origin and purification technology. Understanding the source and grade of raw materials is the key criteria for judging quality, absorption, and safety. Out of the 1,600 plus companies evaluated by NutriSearch, many do not obtain NSF certification because it is easier to hide behind clever marketing and famous influencers. Usana is different. We disclose our processes transparently and welcome independent verification. That is the Usana difference. Raw materials generally fall into three categories. Synthetic, materials made through chemical reactions to match the molecular structure of natural vitamins, for example, ascorbic acid. They work but lack natural cofactors. Naturally derived, extracted from natural sources like acerola or rose hips. These include natural cofactors, which typically means higher bioavailability and better digestion. Food-based, materials obtained physically from food sources like seaweed calcium or whey calcium. These maintain a food matrix structure that the body recognizes easily. Which one are you taking every day? It is a question worth asking. The price of raw materials is determined by bioavailability and purification technology. For example, not all 500 milligrams of calcium is the same. Low-cost calcium carbonate is often derived from limestone, essentially rock dust. While it is cheap and allows for small pills, it requires stomach acid for absorption, must be taken with food, and often causes constipation. Conversely, high-cost seaweed or citrate calcium is easier on the stomach, can be taken on an empty stomach, and naturally includes trace minerals like magnesium. Now you can see why some products are cheap while others are an investment. The most important concept here is the difference between inactive and active forms. Inactive vitamins must be metabolized by the liver before they work. For example, standard folic acid. About 40% of the population has a MTHFR gene mutation, meaning their bodies struggle to convert this into a usable form, making it ineffective. Active vitamins are supplied in a form the body can use immediately. Usana uses methylfolate, 5-MTHF, and methylcobalamin, B12, which bypasses liver metabolism issues. For that 40% with the gene mutation, this is a game changer. Usana solves the problem of invisible malabsorption. In supplements, toxicity doesn't mean added poison. It means impurities or side effects from long-term accumulation. Heavy metal contamination. Poorly refined mineral sources can contain lead, cadmium, or mercury. Chemical fillers. While safe in small doses, long-term accumulation of certain binders can cause digestive disruption. Fat-soluble overload. Vitamins A and D can build up in the liver if not properly balanced. Many companies rely on OEM, third-party, manufacturing and marketing hype. Usana stands on the opposite side, controlling every step to ensure purity. How do you identify good materials? 1. Independent certifications. Look for TGA, GMP, and NSF. These mean a government or third party has physically inspected the facility and the purity. 2. Global branded ingredients. Look for names like DSM or Lonza. These suppliers have their own clinical data and supply chain transparency. 3. Bioavailability data. Ask how much is absorbed, not how much is in it. 4. Standardization. Ensure the active ingredients are consistent in every single batch. Let's summarize. Check the origin, check if it is the active form, look for heavy metal test results, and verify the global supplier. The true quality of a supplement is not determined by the numbers on the label, but by the science behind those numbers, the origin, the purification, and the absorption. Price differences are not just marketing, they reflect the actual cost of superior raw materials. Usana's core lineup consists of 3 pillars: nutrition, the self-essentials, core vitamins, and optimizers, targeted health goals. Active nutrition, Nutrimeal shakes and fiber products for weight management and a healthy lifestyle. Celavive, premium skincare using intelligence technology to support the skin's natural barrier and radiance. Usana products are connected by intelligence technology, a cellular signaling system. Foundations, Cell Essentials and Health Pack. They provide micronutrients that signal cells to protect and renew themselves through mitophagy. Optimizers, targeted signals for specific organs. Proflavanol C for circulation, Hepasil for the liver, Procosa for joints, and Coquinone for cellular energy. Diet and energy. Managing the gut environment, where 70% of immune cells live, with Nutrimeal, Fibergy, and Probiotic. Skincare. Signaling skin cells to support natural collagen and elastin production. Intelligence is the common thread in everything we do. Let's talk about compensation bonus. Usana is transparent. Income is a fair result of the size of the consumer network you build. Builder, aiming for 1,000 points per week. The goal here is to cover the cost of your own products. Silver Director, a stable part-time income, approximately $4,500 to $6,500 per month. This is rental-style income. Gold Director, over $120,000 plus per year. This is financial freedom beyond a full-time job. Diamond Director, $390,000 to $520,000 plus per year. This is complete financial freedom and generational wealth. Not everyone becomes a diamond, but the system is there to support you at every level. Also, there are other higher levels which we will find out later. Why is our plan special? Usana uses a binary system, 2 teams, left and right. It is the fairest plan because there is no forced inventory. Why? Because your volume never expires. It rolls over indefinitely as long as you are active. Key features: 20% commission on the smaller team, no monthly flushing of points, infinite carryover, the freedom to work at your own pace, and the ability to leave your business to your children as an inheritable asset. Action strategy. The very first thing you must do is understand the products through your own experience, not head knowledge, but body knowledge. When you experience the efficacy, your first instinct is to share it with those you love, your family, parents, and friends. The moment that feeling arises, you are ready to start. Set a specific goal. Don't just say, I want to make money. Instead, write down the names of 3 people every day whom you want to share health with and call them. Don't worry. The quality of Usana products does the business for you. You share the heart. The intelligence technology handles the cells. What we shared today is more than a product introduction. When one cell changes, the body changes. When one person changes, the world around them changes. Usana is the starting point of that change. Just as intelligence redesigns your health at a cellular level, Usana can redesign your life. Tonight, please do 3 things. 1. Invest in yourself. Start with Cell Essentials or Health Pack. Let your body's change be your story. 2. Write down 3 names. Call 3 people you care about. 3. Don't do it alone. Start with the partner who invited you. Our community will help you design your growth. From healthy cells to a healthy life, and from a healthy life to a healthy business. Start your journey today. Thank you all for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture with more insightful content.